Chefs or restaurant owners, what's the most outrageous way you've seen a competitor try to steal your secrets? I ran a small artisanal bakery called the Crumb and Whisk. Our specialty was the Midnight Dream Cake, a rich dark chocolate confection with a secret ganache swirl that people would line up for. It was our signature, built from my grandmother's recipe, refined over years. Business was booming. Then Sweet Delights, a new, much larger chain bakery, opened just 2 blocks away. Their marketing was aggressive, but I wasn't too worried. We had our niche, our loyal customers, and our unique cake. A month later, I saw their flyer. Sweet Delights proudly advertised their moonlit fantasy cake. My heart sank. The description was almost identical to ours: rich, dark chocolate, a mysterious ganache swirl. I bought a slice. It looked similar, but the taste wasn't quite right. It was missing that zing, that secret something only my grandmother knew. I figured they were just trying to copy us, but couldn't quite get it right. Then our sales started to dip, slowly but steadily. People would ask, "Did you change the recipe? Sweet Delights cake is almost as good now." I was baffled. I triple-checked every ingredient, every measurement. Nothing changed on our end. One evening after closing, I was doing inventory when I heard a faint noise from the back. I grabbed a rolling pin and crept towards the kitchen. The back door was slightly ajar. Inside, hunched over my recipe book, was Brenda, one of my former bakers. She'd left us a few months ago for better opportunities at Sweet Delights. She had a small digital camera taking photos of my handwritten recipe for the Midnight Dream Cake. I flipped on the lights. Brenda shrieked. "What are you doing, Brenda?" I yelled. She stammered. I just came back for my apron." Her eyes darted to the recipe book. "No, you didn't. You're stealing my recipe for Sweet Delights, aren't you?" She broke down, confessing that the owner of Sweet Delights had hired her specifically to get my recipe. He had promised her a promotion and a significant bonus if she could replicate our success. She'd been trying to reverse engineer it for weeks, but couldn't get the secret ingredient right, so she resorted to actual theft. The next morning, armed with Brenda's confession, which I had thankfully recorded on my phone, and the photographic evidence she'd already taken, I marched into Sweet Delights. I bypassed the counter and asked to speak to the owner, Mr. Thompson. He came out, smirking. "Can I help you, Miss Miller?" I played him the recording of Brenda's confession. His face went from smug to ashen. "This is outrageous slander," he blustered. "I'll sue you." I just smiled. "Actually, I'm pretty sure industrial espionage and intellectual property theft are grounds for me to sue you, and I have a recording, photographic evidence, and a witness willing to testify." I mentioned I'd already informed my lawyer and a local food blogger known for investigative pieces. Mr. Thompson went silent. By the end of the day, Sweet Delights had pulled their moonlit fantasy cake from their menu, and Brenda was fired. Word spread quickly through the local foodie community. Our sales rebounded stronger than ever, fueled by a renewed appreciation for authenticity. We even ran a Support Local, Support Original campaign. It taught me that sometimes the sweetest revenge isn't just about winning, but about proving that genuine passion and hard work will always triumph over cheap imitation. And my grandmother's secret? It remains safe, baked with love, not stolen with a camera phone.